What happens when a reality TV queen stops playing by the script and starts exposing the entire game? Betrayal, manipulation, and one woman's explosive war cry are about to turn love and hip-hop into a battlefield, and no one, not even the quiet ones, will walk away clean. Buckle up, because what you're about to witness isn't drama, it's destruction. Caught on camera. Have you ever watched someone completely unravel right before your eyes, and not just any someone, but a reality TV icon? Because what just erupted between Erica Mena, Yandy Smith, and Lil Scrappy is not your average on-screen drama. This was a full-blown emotional explosion, the kind that turns a heated argument into a cultural meltdown. Erica is not just clapping back, she is going nuclear. The internet is split down the middle, timelines flooded with hot takes, theories, and chaos. Behind the scenes, fists flew, alliances crumbled, and a certain woman who might be carrying a not-so-secret surprise stepped into the picture and poured jet fuel all over the fire. This is not just a fight. It is betrayal, heartbreak, and scandal all rolled into one, and it is all playing out in front of millions. Accusations are flying with razor-sharp precision, slicing through the already frayed ties that once held this cast together. Erica Mena has made it crystal clear. She believes Yandy Smith is not just a bystander, but the puppet master behind a cruel scheme. In Erica's view, Yandy deliberately orchestrated a situation where Scrappy would find himself entangled with another woman. A woman who is now rumored to be pregnant. But this is not just any affair or random hookup, there is deeper emotional history here. This unnamed woman shares a complicated past with Erica, making the betrayal feel more like a personal ambush than a coincidence. The twist is not just the betrayal, it is the sense of precision and premeditation Erica claims is behind it all. And while Erica is speaking out with fierce intensity, Scrappy remains eerily quiet. That silence, paired with the occasional smirk caught on camera, has fans and castmates alike raising eyebrows. Is he hiding guilt? Is he playing both sides? Or is he just trying to survive the storm without saying something that might blow everything up further? Meanwhile, Mendeecees finds himself dragged into the drama like an unsuspecting soldier in a war he never enlisted for. He has not made any bold statements, has not taken a side, and yet his name is now entangled in the narrative. His body language speaks volumes: confusion, frustration, and a deep sense of being overwhelmed by something that feels way bigger than him. The tension has grown so heavy that it no longer feels like entertainment, it feels like emotional warfare playing out under the harsh spotlight of the cameras. The situation has spiraled far beyond personal relationships. Now, every social media post, leaked text, and dramatic clip feels designed to provoke, to twist the knife a little deeper, and to keep Erica boiling at full heat. The producers may claim they are just documenting what unfolds. But from Erica's point of view, it looks more like deliberate manipulation, like someone is trying to push her past her breaking point, and then capture the explosion for ratings. Erica is no longer reacting with just sadness or anger, she is on the edge, seething with a desire to dismantle every lie and call out every player she believes has a hand in this setup. She has made it clear, she will not play the victim, but she also refuses to stay silent. She is dissecting every moment, every betrayal, every smirk, and she is ready to fight back publicly. The damage is not just emotionally, is professional and reputational. This is no longer just about love, friendship, or trust. It has evolved into a spectacle of collapse, where people are not just losing relationships, they are losing their peace, their credibility, and their place in the very show they helped build. As the drama unfolds, it becomes harder to tell what is real and what is being stirred up for views. But one thing is certain, Erica is not backing down. Scrappy's silence speaks louder than any confession, and Yandy's alleged role behind the scenes keeps getting messier by the day. The once clear lines between friend and foe have been blurred, and now everyone seems to be walking on eggshells, afraid of the next revelation that might hit the blogs. The emotional toll is visible. Cast members are reportedly stepping back from filming, others are breaking down in tears, and the air on set is said to be so thick with tension that it feels unsafe. And then there is the audience watching every moment, screenshotting every post, and decoding every glance like digital detectives. What started as a storyline has become a public dissection of real lives unraveling. This is no longer entertainment, is a televised implosion of trust, loyalty, and personal boundaries. At the heart of it all, Erica Mena stands wounded but not weak, more vocal than ever, more determined than ever, and ready to burn down anything that feels fake or forced. Her pain is raw, her anger is real, and her voice is echoing across screens. Like a war cry. What happens next is anyone's guess. But one thing is for sure. This season has stopped being a show and started being a battlefield. And no one, not even the quiet ones, will leave untouched. Let us take it back to where this all truly began, because it did not explode in chaos right away. This storm started quietly, in the shadows, with Erica Mena just trying to live her life and move forward from her tangled past with Scrappy. But then, the whispers began, rumors of Scrappy spending time with a new woman, and who allegedly brought them together. None other than Yandy Smith. That is when Erica snapped. To her, this was not some random rebound, it felt like a setup. Calculated. Intentional. A move straight off a chessboard. With Yandy positioning Scrappy like a pawn in a larger game to embarrass her. While others were busy playing checkers, Erica believes Yandy was making cold, strategic moves. Now that the puzzle pieces are finally clicking into place, Erica is not keeping quiet anymore. She is speaking her truth, and she is doing it loudly. What followed was not some rehearsed, TV-friendly moment, it was raw, unfiltered confrontation, bursting straight from the pain and betrayal she had tried to bury. It was more than just a heated exchange. Erica Mena stormed in on Yandy Smith, like a ticking time bomb, accusing her of being a manipulative mastermind who stirred chaos not for clarity but for ratings. While Yandy initially kept her composure before firing back, calling Erica bitter and stuck in the past, which only ignited the situation further. Erica, known for not backing down, saw Yandy's interferences, especially involving a woman now linked to her ex, Scrappy, as a calculated betrayal. Not coincidence, and she let both Yandy and her husband Mendeecees know it, warning him that his wife was playing dirty. Scrappy remained silent throughout the storm, adding fuel to fans' speculation. While social media erupted with divided opinions, some siding with Erica's raw pain, others claiming she was unraveling on camera. The producers, sensing drama gold, doubled down despite Erica's refusal to film with Yandy, and things escalated when rumors surfaced that the woman connected to Scrappy might be pregnant, deepening Erica's feelings of betrayal. When Erica later accused Yandy of feeding her private breakdowns to Bambi and Scrappy, the drama hit a boiling point. Erica's trust shattered, her rage spilling over, and Yandy, even then, refused to fold. Yandy kept her cool, maintaining a steady tone and claiming she was only trying to support both sides, but Erica wasn't having any of it. She cut in with one line that turned the room ice cold. "You can't be the therapist and the puppet master at the same time." That sentence didn't just land, it froze the air. For a beat, there was no noise, no chaos, just a silence, heavy enough to make even the cameras hesitate. That's when Mendeecees stepped into the spotlight, a man usually on the sidelines, now standing dead center in the storm. Erica didn't come for him out of spite, her words were born from deep hurt. Looking him dead in the eye, she said, "You watched your wife tear me down, and you stayed quiet. That's not loyalty. That's weakness." It hit like a punch to the chest. Mendeecees stood frozen, torn between defending his wife or acknowledging a truth too raw to speak aloud. But this wasn't just about one broken bond, it was about an entire circle that had flipped. Erica felt abandoned by the very people she once called family. In her confessional, she let it all spill, tears, curses, confessions. To her, Scrappy wasn't just messy. He was manipulative, dodging accountability and stirring the pot in the shadows. Word is, he told Bambi that Yandy was only pretending to be kind to Erica to get inside her head. And that whisper, true or not, found its way back to Erica and she exploded. Meanwhile, Bambi allegedly played both sides, feeding information to each woman and fanning the flames from a distance. As soon as Erica erupted, Bambi went radio silent, no clarification. Just cryptic posts and a vanishing act that fans weren't buying. Now Mendeecees is stuck playing peacemaker in a war zone, caught between loyalty, silence, and internet pressure as fans demand he take a side. Yandy, still holding her head high in front of the cameras, tried to maintain grace but couldn't mask the cracks. In a confessional moment that went viral, she softly said, "I've cried with Erica, prayed with her, stood by her when no one else would. But I can't protect someone who always chooses war." It sounded like empathy, but landed like a blade. Many fans weren't convinced, accusing Yandy of playing saint while pulling strings behind the scenes. Then came Erica's mic drop moment. Looking straight into the camera, she said she was done not just with filming, but with the whole circus. "This isn't reality. This is war in wigs and eyelashes." Social media exploded. Theories flew. Was she quitting? Getting her own spin-off? Planning a tell-all? One thing was clear, she had the momentum and the pain to carry a show alone. But now, all eyes are on Yandi and Mendeecees. Because when a woman your husband's known for years calls him out on national TV and he doesn't defend you. Not even with a blink, that's not just good TV. That's a warning shot. Whispers are swirling that the cracks in Yandi and Mendeecees' marriage may have been there all along, only now they are finally visible. Erica Mina's emotional unraveling might have cut deeper than anyone expected, and what looked like a feud between friends now seems like a much larger storm. This is far from over, the cameras are still rolling, the truth is still surfacing, and Erica is just getting warmed up. Then came the shocker, just when it seemed the drama had peaked. Word on the street revealed that Scrappy might not be the only one caught in this tangled mess. Enter Kendra Robinson, Scrappy's ex, a sharp, calculated attorney who had stayed silent until now. But Kendra did not just bring gossip, she brought proof. Screenshots, call logs, saved voicemails, receipts that could either clear Scrappy's name or drag him deeper into Scandaland. She handed it all to Yandi. That move sent shockwaves through the cast. Now Mendeecees was not only dealing with his wife's unraveling emotions and Erica's relentless accusations, but also with Kendra's stealthy power play. Producers reportedly had to intervene, not to shape the storyline, but to keep the chaos from spilling into legal territory. What started as reality TV had turned into something far more serious, which were under fire. Marriages were hanging on by threads, and contracts were suddenly in question. Then came the infamous group sit-down, pitched as a healing moment, but fans of love and hip-hop Atlanta know there is no peace where pride is wounded. Yandi entered, composed, voice soft, eyes weary, hoping for resolution, but Erica exploded, slamming her hand down, shouting that Yandi had been fake from the start, that she manipulated both her and Scrappy, and now hid behind Mendeecees like a shield. The room went still, no one moved, not even veterans like Spice or Rashida. When Yandi tried to speak, her voice cracked, her hands trembled, and then the tears came, not rehearsed or made for TV, but raw and uncontrollable. Through sobs, she cried out that she stood by Mendeecees through prison, through betrayal, through every storm, and now, somehow, she was the villain for trying to shield someone else. That moment sent the internet into meltdown, with hashtag Yandi deserved better, hashtag Erica V's everyone, and hashtag receipts and regrets flooding timelines. TikTok erupted with dramatic reenactments. Twitter transformed into a courtroom of digital detectives dropping time-stamped receipts, and YouTube became a hub of Julene minute exposes, complete with red circles and conspiracy breakdowns. Then, like a thunderclap in the eye of the storm, Scrappy finally broke his silence in a surprise podcast appearance. His voice was calm, almost drained, like a man worn out by non-stop drama. He flatly denied ever leaking details about Eric's alleged pregnancy and claimed he had no idea Yandi was even connected until it all blew up online. His words, "I'm just trying to co-parent, I ain't trying to throw nobody under the bus." It could have ended there, but it didn't. Moments later, Erica struck back with a screenshot she claimed came straight from Scrappy, where he joked, "This gon' be good TV." Boom, instant internet inferno. Scrappy found himself surrounded. Kendra, Yandi, and even Mendeecees began pulling away from filming, each weighed down by emotional fallout. Mendeecees especially looked lost, loyalty tugging him in opposite directions, while guilt sat heavy on his shoulders. Things spiraled so far that multiple cast members refused to film scenes with Erica, citing mental strain and toxic work conditions. What began as a hot storyline turned into an on-set emergency, with producers scrambling to manage emotional carnage in real time. Then came the twist no one saw coming. Beneath all this drama, Scrappy and Mendeecees were quietly building a business together, a podcast and a men's empowerment brand set to launch next year. Now, project cancelled. Why? Because in a deeply personal, off-camera moment, Yandi reportedly broke down in tears, looked her husband in the eyes, and whispered, "I don't know if I can do this anymore." Cameras froze. No scripts, no editing, just raw heartbreak bleeding into the lens. This wasn't manufactured drama. This was real life crumbling on film. The aftermath. Erica, once the emotional core of the show, now stands at the center of a firestorm. Betrayed, relentless, and unapologetically explosive. She's no longer just reacting, she's redefining the chaos. Her marriage, her alliances, her very role in the show, everything's on the table. And Yandi, no longer the calm peacemaker, now a strategic force, emotionally cracked but still holding influence. Whether she's clutching receipts or ready 2 drop bombs remains to be seen. As for the Love and Hip Hop brand, this season didn't just bend the narrative, it blew it up. So where does it all go from here? Can Yandi and Mendeecees patch up the wreckage? Will Erica bounce back or finally walk away? Is Scrappy just a casualty or the silent conductor orchestrating the chaos behind the curtain? One thing's for certain, this season didn't just shift the energy, it rewrote the rules of reality TV forever.